That tale was mostly true, and this one's mostly too. For the sea remembers you, but forgets the lies you knew. Oh, they say we're wanted in Pro Camper. They say our luck is running out. When you get lost in the Underdark, will anyone hear you shout? Do you ever stop and wonder what's beneath the sea of fallen stars?
Suits of armor, right? And we chased the one suit of armor to the top who was trying to escape. We did kill him before he escaped.
Yeah.
And then we left that room before the others would attack, and I think that's where we stopped.
That sounds right to me. That sounds right to me. I'm going to pull up the map as well just to give myself another refresher on that stuff, but I think that's right. So you're on the 3rd floor of Varodis' tower currently, and in the Hourglass room. So we'll go a little bit further into the recap. I'll try to step through what I can recall from the map here, and you guys can add anything. But if everybody's good, let me get on video. I guess that's something I've been missing to do.
Oh, let's start that up.
Nice. Good to see everybody. I know we've taken a little break, and coming up, you know, I think we're okay next week, but in 2 weeks I'll be out, and then the following weeks I'll be out for 2 weeks in 2 weeks, and then in May I'll have another day or two there, another 2-week period that I'll be away. So I've got a couple of things between now and the end of May that will keep me away from the game, but we'll squeeze in as many of these as we can. And
I think I might have a similar schedule. I'm gone the 27th and the 3rd, so I'm here next week. But yeah, the 2 weeks.
That's exactly those are exactly the weeks I'll be away. So I'll keep the schedule up to date and everything. But we're on for next week. So just but letting you know, in a few weeks I'll be away. All right. Okay. So if everybody's good, I'm gonna hit the recording and give our intro. I'm gonna start here. So good evening, hello, welcome back to Fool's Landing, our Advanced Dungeons & Dragons campaign set in the Forgotten Realms, where we're going to be playing session 70 this evening, and I will be the Dungeon Master, joined by 4 great role players, starting with Adam on the left here.
Hey, not going to remember who I am. I'm playing Bartholomew Adams, who is creeping ever closer to level 7, but still a 6th level priest of Lyra, the Lady of the Mist.
Good to have you. Next is Chris. Hello.
Yeah, I am playing Full-Blooded Elf. He is a 6th level wizard, 5th level scout.
Kurza, it is. All right.
Kurza.
Good to have you as well. Next is Molly. Good. Yeah, we've got a few things there to resolve for sure. We'll talk a little bit here in a second about where we currently are. But good to have you as well. Lastly, we have Brandon.
Hello, I am Brandon. I am playing not a 7th level again. Shadow Thief.
So you're like 7 to the 2nd power or something like now. Like you've returned. He has returned. Good to have you as well. So it's been a little while since we played. We're knocking the dust off of this game and trying to recall everything that happened last session. And the players have rightly pointed out that there has been some strength drain from a couple key members. In fact, the 2 on the right here, our 2 warriors, are both down a little bit in strength currently as they've ascended through Varodis' tower to the 3rd floor, where they finished last session. You were circling the inner chamber, I believe. If we're talking about the map view at this point, I'll move us over there real quick so we can just do maybe more of a proper recap looking at the path covered. And if you look at here, you are all in this northern chamber surrounded by, I think, 9 pedestals with large hourglasses on them, and you made your way here through the outer corridor Anybody want to fill in any other blanks or details? You've been in this section. I'll point out these rooms you've been in, and otherwise you've just been on that outside corridor on this particular visit to the tower.
I believe we lost
They're
Torna
magic.
to like a death word or power word death.
Power word death, yeah, or powered kill, I believe, something like that. Yeah, that's a great call out. That Tornok fell during last session, and that was in this chamber, I believe, down in here, one of these two chambers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Some kind of magical traps, right? That's part of the strength as well. That's depleting us.
Yeah,
Is
there've
that
been
almost like glyphs?
several runes, yeah, like glyphs of warding and similar types of glyphs in this tower. One was at the bottom of the stairs that connects the second floor to the third floor. That's the one specifically that I think that got you guys. But there was also a shadow creature that was triggered, and he was the one that drained the strength. So you guys are still kind of shaking that off. You're basically going to recover 1 strength per day, or per full rest, not per day, but per full rest. So right now you haven't had a chance to rest yet since it happened. So
There was also a creature in a cage. I remember it was the
Yeah.
witch's familiar.
I think you guys were speculating that it was a familiar, but you didn't
I
get
think it's
too
more of an imp.
far with it. It was some type of impish creature, though. Possibly, connected that way, but I don't know that you all learned
I
that
don't know that we made
much.
the.
Yeah. So that's the other thing I'll mention is that there was you had detected that there were some knights or guards, some plate mail creatures that are in the inner chamber, the center chamber of this level. I want to say they walked past you or went by when you were in the other area, or you followed them in, but the last thing was that you knew that they entered that inner chamber, and then to Kurza's point earlier, you all decided to go around to this northern entrance instead of trying to come in through the eastern side. So that's where we left off, essentially. If anyone else has anything to add, feel free to do so, but we pick up here in the Hourglass chamber. Let me bring us back.
Well, if I'm remembering correctly, right? We chased the guy in, we finished him before he could escape, and then we ran back out. But we still have those 4 sets of armor in the next room.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. There's both a wandering guard or noise that you'd heard downstairs, right, that followed upstairs. I think that's the other thing we may not have mentioned, is that there've been some pitter-pattering footsteps going on, and actually one of you had tracked some of the footprints through the stairwell area where there used to be a lot of moss and other things. You were able to see these tracks kind of very clearly there, that it looks like there's like a 4-legged creature wandering around, and that's probably the one thing that you haven't seen yet, but the other footsteps are all accounted for as far as being humanoid and probably being related to the animated creatures you ran into. So yeah, I'll hand it over to you guys. We are standing in the chamber. One thing I'm going to mention about the hourglasses is that the sands within them, as you've been here before, you can tell that they're looking a little different than they did before. The sands in the glasses now are light colored. They used to be dark colored, and now they're all flowing pretty normally, and they seem to be like they reset. It's like when you were here last time, they were getting low, and now they're sort of like they've been flipped, and the sand has changed form. So those are some of the observations I'll mention to you, but it's the 4 of you standing here. There is no Tornok. I think you do have your henchmen with you, though. So unless you left them behind, does anybody remember what we did with our henchmen? And I'm talking about the...
We followed the pattern from last time, I think, right? Didn't we leave them at the camp? In that room? am I wrong?
I think you might have left them downstairs.
No, I
Or
think,
you.
I know Sereni was traveling with us, but I don't know. I thought, but the dwarf ran off through a portal,
Right, he's gone.
and
And then there's
I think
Varn.
one of the others.
Yeah,
You
well,
and
the
Eric.
way that we're gonna run
We're traveling
this
with
though is I
us.
did pair you guys up with an NPC or a hireling. So Ara would be the one that was assigned to Seyharn. She wouldn't be here, and I believe Varn would be here because he is assigned to Shaujr. So you guys, Sereni is assigned to Kurza. You guys could say, where you want them to be, essentially.
Maybe we
They were
just told
coming
them
up
to
for-
hold back. I actually remember what I had said. I had said, yeah, like stay back, and I gave Varn a healing potion to help anyone who had fallen, and said only take a shot if you have a chance, but this is way over your head.
Where do you have them stationed then? Where are they?
Well, I mean, they're traveling with us, but they're just, I guess, behind us
Yeah.
with me
5 paces or
or
Okay.
Bartholomew, maybe.
Okay. All right. So I will, I will bring them along then for the ride, but they then will be in your proximity. But to your point, they're sort of trailing you.
Yeah.
Standing back. Yeah, I'll move Varn's token. Shaujr wants to do a detect magic. He's actually never been here, but he's heard a lot about this room.
Sure. Okay. What are you focusing on here?
Yeah, I want to detect evil and detect magic. I want to, get a sense of whether I'm going to destroy these or not, which
Okay,
might be a
well,
problem, but that's a success. 19 out of 50.
let's see. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it would be interesting if we destroyed all of them at once.
So,
Huh.
yeah, you do see that the hourglasses are all magical. What does your ability give you as far as, like, does it tell you more about them, their sphere, or their level of power?
It's a dull throb in my head, and I can't determine sphere or type. Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanted to you could probably flavor whether it's evil or good, because I have a detect evil.
Yeah, I think that you would sense that the hourglasses themselves are not evil, but it seems like the sand within them is odd. Like it's not, there's something odd about the sand in them. Wouldn't say it's
right.
necessarily evil, but it just doesn't feel
Okay.
like the same as the power of the hourglass does.
Do you think we should destroy them? To the rest of the party.
Well, I'm guessing they probably affect time, because the higher we go up in this tower, the faster time passes for us. I think is because the lower you are, the longer. They thought we were gone a horribly long time. So,
Are you saying it's too dangerous?
Do you have a spellcraft proficiency or anything like that?
I do. How about a spellcraft? Because that's the only thing.
Perfect. Perfect.
That they have in this.
I think spellcraft, or there's probably a handful of other things, but that's a great one.
Was the level of the sand in all of the hourglasses the same between them all, or do they differ?
They're slightly different. They are slightly different. They're staggered. Several of them are like halfway empty, and others are like 3/4. Okay, so I think for Kurza, you're able to study these a little bit closer now that Shaujr has pointed a couple of things out about the sand and the hourglass. You take a closer look here. Maybe even Bart gets in there as well to try to help understand what's happening with the mechanism. And the immediate thing that triggers for you is that these hourglasses look nearly identical to the ones that you saw in Myth Nantar. And the ones that were in Myth Nantar controlled the tides. They controlled the sea. But the sand that's in these looks different than the ones that what was flowing in Myth Nantar. So your speculation might be that, like you said, Kurza, that something's altered about these to where it's affecting something other than the tides, to your point. So that's kind of the feeling that you would all be getting after having studied this a lot closer.
Let's wreck them all.
Now, does anyone have the ability to detect like spheres, or do you detect magic more specifically?
I would if
I
I
do.
had the spell memorized today, but I do not.
Bart's able to, and he might do that. I guess if as we're kind of investigating these things and looking closer, he'll go ahead and cast his detect magic and see if he can glean any more information.
Yeah.
Building on
We've
top of
never
what
had the time to
Shaujr and
actually examine these, have we?
You were here before, and
just kind
I
of blitzed through
don't.
the room, and that was it.
Yeah, I don't think that you did as much scratching at these. I think there was a lot of fear. If I recall correctly, fear was the overwhelming emotion in that particular time period that you wanted to get. You were afraid that something was going to happen, and I think that the general consensus was to move past it without poking it too much. But now you're back, and yeah, you're definitely. It's something that's probably been on all your minds, right? You've been thinking about it, like, man, what was going on in that room? And now here you are again. So you're really digging deep into it and studying it. And yeah, the magic the magic that overwhelmingly appears in your detect magic, Bart, is alteration. And so it seems as if there is something to do with alteration here that's pretty powerful, I should say.
The type of magic. Okay, so something's being changed by these.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of suggested that already, Kurza.
And there's like a group of 4 on the right and 4 on the left, right? Oh, correct.
Yeah, there is a secondary sphere of invocation that appears as well in the sand. So the alteration seems as if it's more of the power bestowed upon the physical hourglass, and the sand has more of an invocation vibe to it.
So the hourglass itself is magical as well as the sand within.
Right, 2 separate things.
Maybe.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wonder if these don't represent the different, perhaps, floors of the tower.
How many floors are there, anyways?
There's depends on what you're. I guess there's 4 that you guys would be privy to. Starting at the sea level.
The other question Bart has is what would be the purpose of altering potentially the flow of time, especially if it's varied between floors. If we can assume that based on what these seem to represent.
You know that the hourglasses in Myth Nantar controlled the tides, and that specifically there were different flow rates in the hourglasses that were doing that, and allowed the elves to manually make change to the tides. They could flip an hourglass at any point and reverse a tide and have full control of the seas, right? So this appears to have been hijacked for a different purpose, but operates in a very similar way.
How many symbols are on your tattoo?
Ooh.
That's an interesting thought, too.
There it is. I was just going to go looking for that.
5. There's 5.
And none of them are hourglasses or involve time, necessarily. Have we figured out what the 3 rings are here?
That is the second Dracondros, Red Wizards of Thay.
Okay, I kind of figured it had to do with wizards. And then
you've got Fire Knives, Red Wizards of Thay, Zentarum, Moander, and Tyrant Thrax, who are in that order.
What's the middle one?
Zentarum.
What's a Zentarum?
They are cultists that live in the Zental Keep, which is east of your current location, east of Procamper as well.
Okay.
Closer to Thay, I believe. I need to refresh myself on the map though before I Let me double
Yeah,
check
because
what
I
I'm saying.
really don't even know where Thay is either. But
Thay's for sure that
talking
way.
hand?
I'm trying to double
It's
check
near
though.
my homeland. There are mortal enemies.
And then the hand with the mouth.
That is Moander, the hand with the mouth.
Moen, I think that I'm not sorry. I'm looking at the map right now.
Yeah.
I just put it away
What's
for a second.
Moander?
But the legend is beneath it. You can see there should be text beneath it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Moander, the Darkbringer, the Jawed God, the Rotting God, the Great Dread.
Oh, you know it's funny. I
Blessed
think
are the dust.
our map is pretty zoomed in. I think I cropped the map of the Forgotten Realms to really focus on the Sea of Fallen Stars. So I can't even zoom out to see exactly where it's at, but needless to say, I think it's somewhere far east of where you are currently.
It's almost as if we have encountered these in order. And then where would that put us if that was the case? It would maybe on Moander?
Rotting death, decay, and corruption is his portfolio.
I mean, what could be more rotting death and decay than a lich?
Yeah.
Moander was also depicted in one of the murals that you found in the other tower, the other Lich Tower. So you guys have spent a little time in Melkor's tower, and you remembered seeing this mural carved into the stone in the floor where the trades were occurring between the Underdark and the surface. It seemed like there was a lot of evidence that there was something afoot here between these two.
I remember that. That's where we fought. Didn't we fight a Drider? Maybe?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Picture.
just pointing that out.
Yeah, because that's the spider god on the left. I forget her name.
Loth.
Loth.
That's Loth, Lady Loth there.
Yeah, there we go.
And Moander.
How many of these barely conscious elves were at that table having their essences drained? Yeah.
In the chamber, I can find that out. That's a good question. It's a little bit of a recall knowledge check, really, for me, because I don't remember exactly. But I'll say that there was somewhere. It was in your mind. You know, it was somewhere between 12 and maybe 18. You know, if you're trying to recall quickly. I'm gonna check though while you're.
Okay, here's a thought, guys. If you're playing with time anyway, and you have a bunch of these elves that are several millennia old, their lives must be being played with time in order for them to still be alive and being able to be drained in some fashion.
I think
So, is that tied to these hourglasses? I don't know. Maybe one of them.
I think with the Shaujr's question earlier of whether we want to monkey with things, potentially try and smash them, Bart's going to use his augury spell.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
To kind of,
That's a good idea. Yeah.
To try and like discern. I don't know if he can focus it individually on each hourglass or
Well,
not, but
I'm in
just as a
all or
whole.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm in for all or nothing. So, if we destroy them all, is it good or bad?
Is it apparent where the sand is added to it? Like, is there a cork or something? You know, you said the sand was different.
Oh no.
Is there a way to get the sand
Oh
out?
no, that's crazy. I think your assumption is that the glass piece is separate from the outer piece of the hourglass, so that somehow or other that glass piece would potentially slide out from it.
Because we haven't even touched them yet, right?
No.
No, nobody's touched them that I'm aware of. Even last time, I don't think anybody touched any of this. So,
Yeah.
So I failed my augury roll.
yeah, I see that. I won't lead you astray with any feeling of something
Okay.
different. I'll just say that you don't get any sense.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know if we want to start throwing the fortune down yet, but we haven't seen what's going to happen the rest of that. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm okay for Shaujr to start wrecking things.
Yeah. I'm at least gonna. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna.
I
Start
mean,
trying to
I think the other thing that's worth saying there is that it will potentially draw attention to yourselves, but maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe you guys really wanna see what happens. So you're welcome to get closer to these and do whatever you want to do. But let me know. Are you gonna take a swing at one?
I'm
So
gonna.
what if
I'm
we
gonna.
put him in the bag of holding? Just walk away with them, but pretend like we don't know where they
Yeah.
ever existed.
So here's another thought. We're all,
It's a
I think, a little
interesting
bit beat up and pretty
proposal.
low on spells too.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not too bad, but
I'm just
I
gonna
would
knock on
have-
the glass. Like donk, just to get a sense of how thick it feels.
I might ask
Oh,
Kurza
okay.
if he can discern by just studying the magical properties if a dispel magic might have any effect on these versus just outright smashing them.
For sure, you would know that dispel magic would have an effect if you were
if we're high
at
enough level,
a high enough level. Yeah, exactly. So
'Cause
definitely
I
that would
have to
work.
assume that some high level mage or somebody high level crafted these suckers, and if the Lich may have, in which case he's probably several levels above us, and the farther he is above us, the lesser our chance of being able to affect them.
So the base chance is 11 on a d20, and which rises based on the level difference between the caster of the enchantment and the dispeller. Just another thought. I've
it's
got
kind of a long
one.
shot.
I've got one casting of that left for. But that's also what I'm getting to. Is like I've also used a couple spells here already, and I'm feeling far from Lyra at this point, and have little ability to call on her again after this.
I say, hey, look, this is water inside there. It's not air.
Yeah, because
Does
I'm
it seem like it's thick glass?
Yeah, definitely feels solid.
Yeah.
Very thick.
I'll bet you we better use magical weapons to try and crush them.
Well, I'll bet you we don't want to get any of it on us.
That may or may not matter.
But Nod said something about collecting one. He was going to try and collect one.
He's just. I'm kind of taking a lot of these as suggestions, not actions. I did do the knocking on the glass. I took that as a literal, but if you are going to literally take an action, let me know, because I'm kind of taking this all just as proposals at the moment, and I think you're right. He's suggesting scooping them up into the bag potentially.
I want to see something done with them, but I'm actually a little nervous about trying to bring
It may affect the witch
even
itself.
my barbarian. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It feels like a long shot, but
If it does nothing, it will mean that he has to come to us to stop us from trying to break shit, instead of us
there's
trying to
that.
walk into his lair that he's pre-prepared for us to arrive for. So that might be better to bring him to us, even if he is.
I think.
flush him out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flush him out of his.
I'll just say this about the proposal, right? That it might occur to our magic users that putting, like, for example, putting a portal into a portal has a unintended consequence type of thing. So there is that sort of cocktail threat of bagging it, but it's just something for you guys to think about in general. But what's
Save
the group?
that thought. We'll save one near the bag, and then if all goes badly, we put it in the bag next to the Lich. Let it go.
Trying to turn this into a grenade here.
No, a
Yeah,
small.
Huge magical tear in space-time, and we all end up in sigil.
Heft it.
You want to grab one of these and try to lift it off the pedestal? Let's see.
Yeah, gently-ish, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. It feels solid, like it's not budging when you go to pull it up, like
Okay.
it's somehow or other attached to the pedestal would be your first thought, or it's extremely heavy, one or the other.
I can't even move it. How about you, Nod?
You could try.
I think
Can
he
I
just
move
took
it?
off
If
some
you want to
water
try like a
trees.
Ben Bar type of thing or something, that it would require that type of like magical portal or magical door. He too has some trouble getting it to budge.
I'll
Okay.
try it.
I think that the
Kurza comes
question-
up and
Kurza, you only failed by
I can't move
62.
either.
You probably
There
hurt
you go.
yourself.
I
You
guess,
probably
I had a
probably hurt
1%
your
chance.
shoulder.
Okay.
where is this at? I mean, I may as well join the party, right?
Under strength
Shoot,
on
strength. Oh, yep, Ben bars. I have. There you go. Yeah.
I
No.
think
Shaujr, do you want to try yours again with the roll? You're welcome to
Sure.
do that. I figured.
I
Okay.
think that the debate about whether we destroy this or not makes no matter because it almost seems as though it's going to be impervious. It's so stout.
Yeah,
Well-
I think maybe the other thing that might occur to you is that there might be a control room for this, like a place that controls this, and that might be a better place to try to tinker with than the actual mechanism. But where that is or whatever may not be apparent, but that might be the other thing in the back of your mind, is finding that might help.
Yeah, I think we can return to this.
Is that battle axe magical? Soldier,
What? What did you say?
is that battle axe magical?
It is not. No, I wouldn't sully my person with the magical item.
Can it affect magical items, though? That's the question.
Does it act as an enchanted weapon? I don't think it
Yeah.
would. And
I
unless
can
you...
attack magic creatures because that's part of the kit, right? And that's like the spells.
Oh,
that
okay.
cast
So-
on you, the blessings. Yeah.
Okay, so if a creature requires like a enchanted weapon to hit it, you would be able to hit it.
Yeah, and I think it just recently at level 6 became we're needing a +2 weapon. But other than that,
Oh, okay, yeah.
it's not, there's no magical.
You
Gotcha.
try attacking one, I'll try attacking the other with a magical blade, and we'll see what happens. How's that?
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if we're doing this, Bart could throw to dispel magic on a third one.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
to number 6.
Not gonna just like cautiously kind of back up to like away from the ones they're pointing at.
I'm gonna take a swing at it with my axe.
Okay, I'll go to number 6 on the right. So that'd be the farthest into the room on the right-hand side, the closest to the inner area.
I'm
All
whatever
right.
one's closest to me.
So just if this is your will, you can just roll your attack rolls with whatever weapon you're gonna attempt to hit it with. And is the intent that you guys are doing this simultaneously, or that one is going first and then the other?
I think
Simultaneous.
simultaneously, yeah. We're feeling really impetuous.
Called a natural disaster.
That's
It's
correct.
not-
That's
Simultaneous. All right.
I'm going to use my Sahaquin magical dagger that I don't know what it does.
Okay, so you're using a dagger and you're using a battle axe. This is quite a contrast here. Okay.
Well,
All right.
yeah,
So
there's-
you are basically attempting to do like a crushing blow here to this thing. And so it will get a savings throw to your attack rolls here. So let's see, you hit AC 4. Do you want to roll yours too, Kurza?
Oh yeah. Let's see here. I don't know what you'll have to put the modifier on it, whatever this.
Yeah,
rune
yeah, I
dagger
got you. I
does.
got you. Yeah.
So there you go.
All right. Okay, so interesting.
I hit Hourglass 0.
Yeah, that's a good hit. What are you using?
That's
A
pretty
dagger?
neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Maybe you'll
I
pop
don't
it
know what
open.
the Sahaquin rune dagger does, but who knows?
I'm just trying to smash the glass.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying
That's
to do.
your intent, right? As well. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just smash through the glass.
Okay. So both of you need to make a system shock survival roll, please, under
Oh, my.
Constitution.
How good of an idea was
Before we talk about the other part of this.
System shock survival
System
rolls.
shock.
Oh my.
Okay,
I made it.
neither one of you dies instantly.
That's good.
That yeah. Okay, now roll 1d10 please, each of you.
Oh dear.
This will probably have much more of an impact on Shaujr, I'm guessing. Okay, so
29.
that is not damage. That is actually an age penalty that you guys feel as if you have aged
Oh wow.
by that number of years
No big deal
from
for me.
your smack. For Kurza, that's why I say for Kurza it's not so much of a big deal, but for Shaujr, that's a chunk of your life.
So it's like 5 years and 5 seconds. I just go staggering back. I'm like,
Neither one of you are approaching the venerable age where you would get negatives to strength and con, but you've both aged during this campaign, so but you're not yet at that point. Let's see. So what is
Any
the
damage? Did we do any damage? Did it flake off?
I have not rolled its savings throws yet. I'm kind of trying to figure out what's gonna happen with these savings throws. So I'm gonna roll these out loud. These are you guys both hit successfully, and you did get permanently aged, but there's something else. Let's see, where is this? Oh my god. Okay, so you guys did this simultaneously because it says it's basically it punishes the person who took the final blow, but because you took a simultaneous blow, this is going to apply to both of you. That's the way I'm going to roll it. So
we're doing it on different ones, but
correct, but you're doing it. You tried to time it to where you smacked this thing. I mean, unless you guys want to do a dex check and slice this penalty. If you want to do a dex check and see who maybe swung a flash earlier than the other one, we can get that minute so that both of you don't take the penalty. Otherwise, I'd have to give it to both of you. So I'm willing to take a dex check face-off here against the two of you. All right, so Shaujr will take the penalty here. Shaujr, you don't feel... There's something that feels off about you all of a sudden. I don't know how to put it other than to say that you feel unnatural. You feel a little bit unnatural right now. What's your current hit point situation?
57 out of 60.
Okay. So for now, I'm just going to keep it at that. There is some other effect that you have picked up from this, but you're not able to identify what it is yet. And then this is the most important roll probably of the night. Here, there is a 25% chance that the entire party gets pulled into a different plane from this. So I'm gonna let you guys decide who wants to roll that. I'll roll it if you want me to roll it. Otherwise, you guys roll it, and it's 20. Anything below 25% is.
Whoa,
oh, look who we have!
Griff.
Look who we have here. How is it he
just the
always
time to
times
come
it
with
so
us.
perfectly? There's one of you like texting him like jump in now. He always times it like right on the money. I'll let you guys brief Tim if you want on where we're at, unless you want to go further. Welcome, Tim.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Sounds very good. We're in the Hourglass
I'm
room,
afraid
as you
without
can
your
see.
Voice of reason, yeah.
Yeah, we need your voice of reason. I'll bring your character in here, and if anyone wants to give him a rundown of what you've been up to, please.
yes, what we've been up to.
You have been up to some stuff. Let's see.
We're back in the third level of the tower again, and
So when
we
I
killed
so
a
when
few
I
things.
when I left, or the last time I played a couple months ago, whenever it was, we had just gone up to the level below the top level, and we were going to go into the main room that had Tation thing in the middle to go up to
Yeah,
the
well,
top.
the 4 knights in there beat us back, so
Okay. That was the last.
We've come around to the side with all the hourglasses.
Ah, okay.
And we've
Yeah.
decided to try and smash 2 simultaneously.
So they circled around. We started the session here in the Hourglass room. They did a little bit of a deeper dive into examining them using detect magic, spellcraft, and some other experience, recalling some other experience. Determined that the Hourglasses are heavily endowed with alteration magic, but the sand within seems to be invocation magic. And Shaujr tapped on the glass to try to figure out how thick the glass was, and in doing so kind of figured out, wow, this thing feels extremely solid, and learned or noticed that there's no air inside of these. It's actually water and sand inside of these hourglasses that's flowing. And so from there, I think they were tempted to, there were a couple of proposals about what the next best thing to do was, and somehow or other we ended up on pulling out our weapons and smacking the glass, and doing so simultaneously on two separate
the argument was
ones.
Do we want to attack the Lich by walking in after he's prepared all of his defenses, or do we want to mess around down here and force him to come down and deal with us? So we decided to do the latter, I guess. And did you want to take part and hit a third one at the same time?
I think Kurza is just drunk or something, because, I mean, Shaujr is he's just acting in character. He's happy, he's thrilled. When Kurza said, let's smash it, he was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, there was no voice of resistance amongst these four. It was all go. And so anyway, what's happened is they have hit even though they attempted to hit them exactly at the same time, they've hit them at different times. And so there's been a couple of repercussions to the two of them that they can mention if they'd like, but otherwise the issue right now is that there's a ripple of energy that gets released from these, and there is a roll that needs to be made right now that is going to determine whether or not all the current occupants of this room are sent to a different plane of existence. So I'm going to give you, just completely transparently, you have a 25% chance of being completely taken out of this prime material plane that you're in currently and being shifted to another plane. So I'm going to let you all make that roll. I don't want that. I just don't want that on me. Whoever wants to make the percentile roll for the group, you do have your 5 fortune. You'll be able to apply 1 to it, obviously. But
high is bad, right?
High is good. You don't want to be 1 to 25 though.
Okay, high is good.
Yeah, yeah. 26 to 100
Who's gonna roll?
Is good.
What did Lyra say?
There you go.
There we go.
So
Lyra's not talking to me now. Yeah, Lyra was like, I don't know.
Yeah, he tried to use his augury powers, and he was unfortunately unable to get in tune with Lyra. So in this particular case, you feel this ripple go through the room simultaneous to the strike of the actual hourglass. And now I get to roll and see if it survives its savings throw or not. So that was just all the immediate kind of second or so after this. But this is...
Oh yeah, we aged too. So I got 9 years, and I think Shaujr got 5 strikes.
And I feel unnatural.
Yeah.
Not much more than that. I'm not feeling.
I'm
not feeling right.
Yeah, Shaujr's picked up something else other than the aging that's hit them both. I guess you guys can go ahead and roll your damage for your respective strikes on. They were both successful hits, so let's see what your damage ends up being. It doesn't require a whole lot, but it's worth rolling. Okay, Shaujr, your hourglass cracks and water begins to spill out onto the pedestal. Kurza, your pedestal cracks, but the water just is sort of maybe dripping from the side. It's not fully broken through like Shaujr's is. Shaujr's is pouring water out at this point, along with sand.
I'm gonna go to hit it again and then think twice about it. I realize how bad I feel.
I guess I come running in. I say, wait, think this
Right.
through.
Hey, yeah, let's talk about this, guys. So I'll leave you guys with that to.
So I see the
talk
scene.
about.
I kind of walk in and I see those two whack the thing.
Yeah, like in a full strike,
Over us. Okay.
just on separate sides of the room. You see Nod is like standing on the far back wall because he wants to be as far from it as possible, and Bart's looking on.
What?
Yeah.
So there's two entrances to this room.
Yes, there is a outer corridor, the one that wraps around the whole layer that you came through, and then the inside,
one
the
that goes
inner
into
chamber. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that's a double. That's a double door. I think you guys would remember from last time that you came through here. That door had was locked previously,
Right.
and required some work.
That's
to get
the
through.
one we went through, and then Kurza webbed the room.
Yeah.
So, can you turn the water the hourglasses? Can you lift them up?
You could try.
It was too heavy for us. Yeah.
They all
We
attempted
tried.
to lift them. You could do a bend bar lift gates roll from your strength and see if you're able to budge one if you'd like to try at this point. Let me know though which one you're thinking about here. We're numbering these. I think there's 9 of these or 8 or 9 of these. At this point
map
there'd be
had
one
8,
less.
but
But yeah.
9 on your pictures.
Right.
And,
There should be yeah.
How many of them are empty on top and full on bottom, or vice versa?
Well, the only one that's empty now is the one that Shaujr smashed. That one's empty on the top. That one's completely now
Yeah.
empty on the top. The others all still have. Oh, this is the other detail I forgot to mention is the sand in these hourglasses is actually like white sand now versus black sand that you remembered seeing when you were here previously. Also, it seems like someone had flipped the hourglasses to your point because most of that black sand was running low when you were here before, and now it's white sand and they're mostly full.
If you push on the bottom of it, does it pivot, or does it look like they have to be lifted and turned over?
What do you mean by like pivot? What way?
Like if the two sides, if there's a
hinge or something?
a hinge or something.
No, but I mean, if you want to try your check, your bend bars lift gates check, I could tell you if you're able to like budge it, like twist it, or move it maybe in a different direction than just trying to lift it.
Modifiers.
I'll add one for you. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't want to move much for you, so it's the same thing. It feels just like a extremely
You can't turn it.
heavy piece.
Can't turn it or anything like that. Spin it around.
If you want to just try to like spin it versus lift it, then you could just do like a regular strength check. Which one are you fiddling with?
So you said they're all about even?
No, there's like two that are a quarter down and 2 that are halfway down. They're in pairs, it seems like.
Okay, I'll pick one of the ones that's about a halfway down.
Okay. All right. So you do start to twist this thing or try to push on it in a direction to where you might get it to spin, and to your surprise, you hear like a clicking sound as this thing starts to spin for you. So it does twist. I guess make a wisdom check for anybody that's observing this. All right, Griff, you notice that as you twist it, it looks as if the sand is going. I'm gonna say that you're twisting it. Which direction? Counterclockwise or clockwise?
Clockwise.
Counterclockwise would have the sand would start to flow faster downward.
Okay, if I start turning it the other way, does it slow down?
Go ahead and do another strength check to reverse and push the other way here. and we'll see
Oh.
if it can. No, now that it's kind of rolling in this direction, it feels like it's resisting you.
Okay, so I announce it to everybody if they can't see it. I said, look, if I turn it this way, it seems to make the sand go faster. So I'm assuming if you turn it the other way, maybe it'll make it go slower, but I can't get it to turn. I don't know what effect it'll have. It just makes the sand slow down.
Yeah, so I could have warned you about that. After they try to smack it, they kind of got older. So I don't know what that might do to you now that you turned them.
Is the one that I hit, is it still leaking?
Yeah, I guess that we should get back to that scene there. So that water is basically pouring out from the top half of it and emptying.
I'm gonna back off, so I don't.
Yeah, I assumed you would step away as it's pouring out. Eventually it gets down to the point where you cracked it and the water doesn't leak out further. But at this point, you know, the sand and water that was in the top half is now on the pedestal and on the floor. And yeah, and aside from that, it's not flowing obviously either.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to program these things or what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, I feel like there's some kind of control somewhere, right? This is just a mechanism that functions. I feel like there's some kind of control somewhere that we would be able to probably better tinker with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So
also
here
the
we go.
consensus that the party had, that there might be some other place that activates or deactivates some of this.
I
What-
know,
100 roll.
I would
For-
suggest we finish with the suits of armor that are in the next room to the south.
Yeah, so we were trying to get up to the guy that's been possessed by Varodis, right?
Yeah.
Arvin.
Arvis or something? Arvin.
And this, I'm going to bring this to the map. I need to get Griff out here, I think, potentially. But this is where we are on this map. 1 second. There's Big Griff. Okay. You should hopefully be able to see and join us now on the map. And, you've only spent, on this particular trip back to the tower, you've been on this outer corridor, and you've been in these two rooms over here.
Right.
So those are checked off on this trip. The rest are unchecked. Of course, you've been downstairs, and that's where you ran into that shadow creature that drained some of your strength.
I don't see any tokens.
Oh, you don't? Let's see. Oh, that's because I don't have you out there. Sorry. I thought this one was you. It was NPC. Okay. 1
15.
second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
This is gonna be big. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah, if you want
that's-
to throw Varn out there, I'll put him out in the hallway. Wherever we came from, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
There.
Oh, you want him out there? I see. There he is.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I don't seem to have ownership of him. I can't move him, and he's not showing any sight
Is that for Varn?
for Varn. Yeah.
For Varn? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I see. I got it. 1 second.
Did you still need us to do that
Perfect.
D1 5% check?
No, Nod did it.
already did that.
Nod did it,
Nod did it.
and you guys felt the ripple, but you remained
We
in the
stayed.
material
Okay.
plane. Yes. Yep.
Okay, I must have missed that.
Yeah, that was anticlimactic of me. I
Maybe
should have.
two.
I should have stressed that one a little more. It was a big roll.
Yeah, no, Nod was willing to make that and make it anticlimactic.
Nod tried to just get that one done because he sensed the no one else was ready to hit that button.
Was it random where we would have ended up? Was it another
There's
random- we-
two
we-
places. There's two places you could have possibly gone.
Were they inhospitable to
Do you really want to find
life
out?
forms? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
kinda
gonna
curious.
guess
I
the
mean,
water
we
plane.
could open the door again. You know, we could
Yeah.
we could
No,
find
no,
out.
that's
We
okay.
could absolutely
That's
find
okay.
out.
Let me hit mine again.
So I'm
think
with
we-
I'm with Nod. I think we should go toward our main objective and head down into this room. What
Okay.
do you guys think?
we still
Sure.
I think we've got a bit more firepower than we did last time we tried to go through there. So
Yeah, you guys have your warriors well represented now.
I think spell wise though we are pretty drained if I recall.
Yeah,
I know
maybe
I know
we
That's
Bard
fair.
is.
we try this encounter, right? We fight these suits of armor, and then we maybe retreat back down to the lower levels, check on our NPCs, take a rest, hopefully recover some strength and health, and
assuming we
check on somebody
I-
who doesn't repeat.
I think I have everything left because I'm still looking. I usually mark
The clerics
everything.
were
and-
down. They dumped a bunch of
Yeah.
spells last time because we were fighting that big suit of armor who would power word kill and other things.
Yeah.
I do think we did discover, though, once we ducked out of the room, it did not follow us, so it seemed to be the
Well,
retreat
like I said,
is an
I think
option.
We chased the big guy down and killed him before he left. And then we retreated out of the room because we knew the suits of armor. Like last time we encountered them, they didn't venture out of the room.
Yeah.
That's why we retreated
Yeah.
back into here, and
Yeah, well, this time it was a death knight or something like that.
that's why Nod was so persistent.
We've
about
never had
chasing
one of
him
those.
down. Right, he had very little HP. He was looking weak, and then he was getting away to either heal or we, rinse and repeat the process. So Nod wanted to finish it to avenge Tornuk, if anything.
did we lose Tornuk?
We did. We lost Tornuk. He got power word killed.
Alright, so Varn says, hey, heads up. There's something coming. It sounds like an animal.
It's out here.
From
He's out here.
the west. Yeah, Varn is in the hallway watching the door, and he alerts you.
That was going to be the Ugola. Nod is going to just kind of start sinking into the shadows and
Well, what do
Varn
we-
is gonna duck into the room that everyone is in so that it doesn't see him.
questioning his loyalties a little bit after spectating
He's like,
So-
what the hell?
Yeah. Nod is questioning a lot of things right now.
I can't seem to
Dude.
move. I can't move
Dude.
Varn into the room. I think there's a wall or a door there. That...
I can bring him in here. Is that what you want? You want Varn to come in?
Yeah, because if he heard something in the hall, he doesn't want to get spotted alone. So.
Okay. Yeah. So he should be in there now.
Yeah. And then he's
And-
gonna find a place to hide. If there is anywhere. Otherwise,
Okay.
he's just gonna, be in the corner.
Yeah, I guess at this point, just given that, I'm gonna bring up the turn order just so that I can make sure that we've got everybody accounted for adding turns. So I'm putting everybody in here. Nod, you already mentioned you're kind of sneaking off into the shadows, and you've made your rolls. Kurza, what are you doing here at this point once you hear Varn's level of concern?
What's a Ugola?
I don't know if Nod said that out loud or not, but that would probably be concerning.
Well, I guess I'll just have to stand in a corner.
Okay. All right. Bart, what are you up to?
Yeah, Bart's
Oh, and
probably trying to back off into this direction. Worm into a corner as well, maybe.
Okay.
Do you have any buffs, Bard?
I think I'll do a hide in shadows.
Sure.
Very few things left, but yeah. We'll see what we're facing first, I think.
Okay. So you've got yourself fairly well blended in, Kurza, and Bart's gonna wait and see. So Griff, what are you thinking?
I'll move up here. That's the door, right?
I see you at the bottom door. Okay. Yeah.
We heard
Yeah,
it.
that's the
We
door
heard
here.
So I'm gonna move up to there.
Okay. All right.
And I get where's Varn?
There's two Serenes.
So Varn came running in,
That's-
running away from being out there, and that's when he told us that it was there was something out there, and he's now over here.
Okay.
Chris, I just see the one. Sometimes Roll20 will glitch on the tokens. I'm wondering if anyone else sees duplicate. Does anyone else see a duplicate?
I don't see any duplicates.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It does that to me too. I swear it's
It's
just messing
yeah,
with
it's
us.
like the jump gate thing. I've seen that
Yeah.
before, especially DMing. It's like
DMing. It's brutal.
go
I
off
get
of
it a
the
lot.
page and go back onto it. It kind of
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to like
Or-
switch the
Okay.
map. Here, in fact,
Yeah.
that's what I'll do real quick. It might fix it for you. Let me move us. I'll just move us to a random
I
and
think
back.
It's just you. I think if you yourself just do it, I think it's a
Yep,
visual
that fixed
bug
it.
on your end. But
There you go.
If it's on other
There you go.
people, then
Yeah. All right, Griff, you've got yourself up front and center. Did you? Were you trying to do something else? Did you say?
Yeah, it was, but I'm trying to get my character sheet.
Okay. While you're doing that, what do you want to do with Sereni Kurza? What's she up to?
Well, she's going to do kind of the same thing, I think, as Varn.
Okay.
And
All right.
she's don't know if she really has any spells left. Well, she's got 2 left. Okay.
That's good. Shaujr?
Yeah, I'm gonna face whatever it is that's threatening us with Griff.
Okay. So you got the 2 of you at the door, and then the NPCs in the corner, the casters on the near corners, and Nod hiding on the side. So, okay. I think we've gone through everything there. Give me a wisdom check, please. And for Griff and Shaujr, add a +2 to that. Or -2, whichever gives you the better result. I think it's plus. I don't know how the sheet works on this one. So for everyone that passed their check here, you do hear the corresponding paw print sound that Varn was talking about. It gets very near to the door. And I'm going to see... Kurza, you have no idea what's going on. You don't hear any of this, but...
I'd much rather roll my bad rolls, so to speak.
He's cowering in the corner like, no, I don't hear anything. I don't see anything.
I see nothing. I'm invisible.
So,
shadows.
So to kind of give you a better description of the sound, this would be more apparent to Shaujr than anyone, but Nod and others are hearing this too. The footprints kind of sound like almost like damp leather or raw meat being slapped against the stone floor. It's like a, it just sounds, these hooves or something that are walking around, and they kind of, you do hear like a little bit of a ticking sound as well with them. So let's see what else you might notice. Shaujr, you start to get a kind of buzzing type of sound in your head, like in the back of your head. So it just feels like there's just something in your head that's like kind of buzzing, and like you're having maybe a little bit of trouble collecting your thoughts for a moment as you start to feel a little bit cold. And let's see.
It's not a mental control effect, is it?
It's an attempt for one.
Because part of the protection from evil is any attempt to exercise mental control over the protected creature or to invade or take over its mind as a ghost magic jar is blocked by the spell.
Yeah.
It's an effect, it's not a spell, but yeah.
So you just feel like this buzzing as a result of that. Like it's not, it didn't work, but it still does. You feel invaded a little bit that it tried to.
All right, I look at Griff to make sure he's okay.
He seems fine. Yeah, he seems totally fine. Like.
So I probably just chalk it up to, I'm just still feeling not right from hitting them.
Yeah, but given that you kind of like hear those prints get close, and the tipping or ticking sound stops for a while, and you're not sure, but like you kind of feel like it might be on the other side of the door trying to detect you all. Standing still on the other side of the door doing the same thing that you're doing, like this sort of standoff of detecting the other side. So give it back to you guys to see if there's anything you'd like to do, as you feel pretty strongly about that. So let's start with Shaujr this time, since you've been the first one to kind of have this feeling. Staying quiet, just staying locked in on the door. Anybody else doing anything like casting or skill wise beyond positioning or anything?
No, but
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was gonna point at the door. I'll lock eyes with Nod, and I'm gonna point at the door and point at my nose
to give it a whiff. Give it a whiff, Nod. That's a good point. Yeah.
I'll nod, and then I'll kind of like respond with a make a scary face, like just like a raw at the door, point at the door.
Yeah, that's a drain. There's like drains on the floors of a lot of these rooms. Yeah. So You get a whiff, just an unusual kind of mix of odor, but nothing very distinct that you can say for sure that you can identify from the smell. But yeah, I guess, is there anyone else that's gonna take any action here, or are we in a true standoff? And it's fine if we are. I just want to know before I keep asking you the same questions.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm not gonna open the door.
Ah,
Nod's gonna try to convince whoever, like one of either Griff or Shaujr, that they should try to like make a noise and try to startle the thing on the other side.
Convinced?
like,
Is anyone moved by Nod's plea to bait yourself?
If he did say Yugoloth before this thing came up, that's one of Griff's triggers. Is it's an unnatural creature, and that's something that he wants to get rid of. So I'm gonna turn to the party and I'm gonna point. Point at my weapons, and then I point at the door, and I'm gonna move toward the door and make a noise.
All right.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
Like bang on the floor. My sword.
Right. Yeah. Let me.
To see if you can goad it to come in and we attack it.
Yeah.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll see how that turns out for you here.
I don't know where exactly the door is, but I want to be on sort of an angle. Okay.
I got you. Okay. So let me set this up on my other screen. I think I have it. I think I understand what you guys are up to. Okay. So
Which of these hourglasses did Shaujr break? Because there's 10 in this room?
that's a good point. I guess mark the one, if you would, Molly, that you smacked. I know yours was 6.
I
Kurza,
had said whatever
was-
one
or
I was
8.
closest
I was
to.
thinking mine was this
I
one.
think I was over here.
So they are numbered. 1 is upper left, so yeah, it just goes upper left all the way down. And there are 9. There were 9. There are 8 now. Okay, so those 2. All right.
So there's sand at the bottom sitting on the floor now, right?
Yeah, I'll mark. So that would have been the one that she hit, and that is this top one. It's probably not what I wanted, but I'll fix that. So that's the one that's spilled. I'll make it
Yeah, I
red.
wonder what the sand would do to something.
So as you're kind of waiting here in this standoff moment, you hear a click at the door, and the door swings open. To your surprise, it doesn't look like anything is standing there pushing the door for a moment until you look down, because you might have been expecting a Yugoloth to come walking into the room, but actually something much, much different looking comes into scene here. And we're going to take our mid-session break here. So I'll leave you with this piece of knowledge as to what I'm going to cut back to the Hourglass room to reveal the creature that presents itself here. So this is the item that's been making the noise and is entered your space. And I'm sure some of you, the moaning tells me who knows exactly what's going on here. And I wish you luck, because we're gonna get into that here in a minute. It is a Intellect Devourer. It is.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
it is. So it is very unnatural, similar to Yugoloth in that sense, but much, much smaller, much different skill set. So you guys can take our break and roll your initiative whenever you want, when you get back or before you leave, but just update it to reflect what your action is, your speed. So,
Shaujr just looks at it and laughs, like, "Oh, it's just a little thing."
oh man, Shaujr, your wisdom today is just
He just doesn't know. No clue what's coming.
All right, well, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. All right. So we are. I know everybody's coming back here, but we're gonna start in our combat. I need to add our friend into it. Yeah, we need initiative rolls for. In fact, I'm gonna probably clear anyone who hasn't rolled initiative yet for now. So just roll it, and it should add you in, I think. So we got Kurza, we got Nod, we got Griff.
I think
rolled an 8. Sereni rolled a 1.
Oh, I don't have her
think
on
Bart-
here. My bad. Okay.
Bart's gonna get a little bit.
Oh, we're rolling for initiative.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put us back on the map for this, and I will shrink this guy. Let's see. Gonna...
Oh no, he's fast too. That's not good.
He's not actually in the room, even though I've got him pictured in the room. He's just outside the doorway, and I think that's everyone. So we've got, if you've got your NPCs taking any actions, you can add them behind yourselves. I'll just put them in the turn order, and then you're welcome to just have them go simultaneous to you, unless you want to roll separate for them. But
Yeah,
otherwise,
together.
it's up to you. All right, so I've got it sorted, and I think our creature is going to act first. So you see this strange-looking walking mound of flesh that walks in, that's standing in the hallway. It's obviously has no eyes. It's not staring at you, but it has a presence to it. Like I said before, probably most easily described as unnatural. But beyond that, too, you feel something about it that it is attempting to pull on your mind. And so as you guys, are laying eyes on this thing and coming up with what idea you're going to have on it, all of this happens very quickly, that you feel something coming towards your mind and your thoughts. And everyone, I think here, other than Nod, will need to roll. Or actually, it'll just be Griff, Kurza, and Bart who would need to make a save first spell. Yeah, 1 fail, 2 fail,
Oh, there it is.
Under info.
and 1 crit fail.
Oh, can I just re-roll that?
I'm pausing to allow that thought to take place.
Yeah, do it.
Whoever got the crit fail, yeah.
Oh, you've got to be. That's.
Oh
fucking
my
stupid.
god, that's crazy. What are the odds of back to back? It's pretty tough. But okay, so the all of you are stunned. All of you cannot move. Your AC is worsened by 4. You have no dex bonus either, so whatever your dex bonus would come off your AC as well. You cannot defend yourself normally right now. You are stunned, and it is going to be different for each of you. I'm going to have each of you roll a d4 to see how long the duration of this is going to last for you. Part 3. This is the time for ones. There it is. There's a 1 and a 3. 3, 3, and a 1. Okay. Tim got the good roll there. All right. So it is, I'm going to mark you guys on the map here for now as being yellowed out. Actually, that doesn't work. This is so small, it just covers you. Let's see.
Well, remember, I'm seeing the Hourglass room, the big picture.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably
not on
best
the
for
battle
this. The only reason you don't see the guy right now is because of the doorway on my map.
No, I'm not seeing the battle map.
Oh, you don't even see the battle map?
Yeah.
Is anyone
I'm in
else?
the-
Oh,
I'm
I'm
in the
sorry. I got you
battle
guys
map.
in the wrong place. Thanks, Tim.
There we go.
That makes a lot more sense now. Okay.
There we go. So now the initiative went away.
Sereni still can see initiative.
Oh, it did.
Did it?
Yeah,
Let's
we
see.
can
Mine's
see
still.
initiative, but he can still see it. Yeah, he can see it, but we can't.
I can still see it. I was gonna say I can still see y'all, so I'll just call you out. But the Devourer has made his move, and the 3 of you are stunned. Now, Chris, you actually have a second D4 to roll because you
What
crit
for?
failed.
Oh,
You crit failed, so sorry. I meant to tell you that you were 2 die 4, so you're gonna be stunned for
No,
5 rounds. So I'll just put a. That's how I'll do it. I'll just mark you that guys that way. 1 second.
I'll just stand around and go.
I know it's not. It's brutal.
So does
All right.
this round count as a round?
It
on
will
stun
once your
during
turn.
my
Yeah,
turn?
like once your turn comes,
Okay.
that'll be 1, and then yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
So get
I'll
to
deduct
5
it once we
next
get
turn.
to each of you. So
Okay.
for Kurza, you've got it 5, and Bart, you were just 3. Okay. Oh, I put the 5 on the
3.
wrong one. I got you. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Trying to get it set correctly. I think. Oh, okay. What is it done? Oh, okay. I've got your token double marked. All right. All right. Kurza is going to deduct by 1 now, so he'll go to 4. Sereni would be next. What are you thinking, Chris?
Everybody seems to be incapable at this point.
Shaujr's looking, you
Is
know.
it apparent that people are stunned, or is it something we?
I would say
those
on
of
your
us who are
turn
not
you could,
stunned wouldn't
on your
realize?
turn you could do a check, a free action to
Okay.
look around.
Okay.
Where is the critter?
He's just outside the doorway. Sorry, I'll move him
he's
in here once
outside
he
the
actually moves, but he's literally standing right in the doorway. I can move his feet in at least so you can see.
Oh, I see.
I made him kind of large just so you can actually see. I know this map is tight.
Well, let's try her one and only possible way she could damage anything. Let's go with that. Favorite spell. Magic missile.
Of course. All right.
So she's just going to pop one off. And we'll see what happens.
Sereni can pull.
3 points of damage. Woohoo! But does it take any damage?
We're about, yeah. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry. So it's got it does have some magic resistance. It's got a freaking wall of things that are specific to different scenarios. I'm just looking here just to make sure I'm ruling correctly on her damage. I think there's just certain spell types that won't have an effect. So if I'm reading this right, let's see.
I have to say I never actually used these.
Okay. So it does appear to take some damage from. It does appear to flinch with some reaction to it. So that is Sereni's turn. It would be Shaujr next.
All right, Shaujr is.
You can look around, Shaujr, if you want to do if you want to take, a quick check on your party. You're welcome to do a wisdom check here if you want to see if you notice that they are, and you do, that they are looking quite stunned, the 3 of them. You could try to do that for sure. Absolutely, you could try to do that. I think in this case, it's just going to be, let's see, the doors would have swung inward. So you could grab this door and try to, force it out, use the door as a weapon, essentially. I'm thinking it's still basically like an attack. You're just swinging a big sheet of wood into it. It might be a little. I'll give you a -1 to this, just because it's not necessarily a weapon you're proficient with.
Yeah, I'll use the shield punch because I don't have any bonuses.
Okay,
Attack with that.
that one makes sense.
Wait,
Any bludgeoning type of.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'll just subtract 2 because it looks like it has a +1.
And in this case, you kind of smack it, but you're surprised how strong it actually is and how it holds its ground. It does not get pushed back, but it will kind of move a little bit so that you're able to get this one door mostly shut, and now it's standing, a little bit more to the left.
Is it poking through it?
It's definitely still in the room, enough that it could be targeted.
I'm just pull yourselves together.
Okay, so Varn is actually next.
Yeah, so Varn, do I need to roll to see if he notices people are out? Or
If he wants to check on that, if it matters,
Yeah.
he can, for sure.
Yeah, so he's gonna realize he needs to step up.
Oh yeah, he knows right away. He must have been the first to know.
Yeah. Take a swing at whatever's sticking through the door
Yep.
with his sword.
It's right there. It's
He's got
I
a
think
long
it's
sword. Here we go.
it's AC 4 to hit.
Why did it say Shaujr? I did Yeah, I did click on Varn, but because I own the token, maybe because.
Yeah, that's okay. I think
Shaujr
it's
doesn't have a longsword. Yeah.
yeah, it's still using the right sheet, but okay.
Yes.
The next is Bart's gonna lose one of these stuns, so you're gonna go to 2, and Nod is next.
I'm sorry, who was next?
Oh, you're up next.
Okay. Nod had planned on attempting to attack it as it walked in, but it hasn't quite walked in yet. Can I delay my turn?
Sure. There's really only one person to go after you, so and he's stunned. So really, you're gonna be the last to act. If you don't want to act this turn, you can just do like a
If it
wisdom
goes
check.
first.
No, yeah, I can see that we're stunned. So I mean, I guess that is the way, right? I will attempt to move forward and attack him sneakily.
Okay.
Should be able to. Is that correct on the measurement, or is it more like each tile is?
I think that's right. I think you're good. I think this is right. You'd be able to get there either way.
Okay.
I think I'll double check the map to make sure it's matching.
So, move silently is probably the way.
Oh, that's interesting. 25 or something. I think I'm trying to fix the measurement, but you move across the room, and you can take your action. Yeah. All right, so you just miss him with that shot.
That is without any bonuses, I guess I would.
Yeah. Let's see. Did I lose my turn order? I think if that's it, then Griff, you're going to lose your last stunned here, and that means you can go.
Next round.
Yeah. All right. So the Devourer is, and let's see what he wants to do here. I think he is going to take another step into the room, running through your feet here.
About how big is it?
It's about like 3.5 feet tall. Maybe like, the size of a gnome in height, really. It kind of scatters here through your legs and to the other side and like to the middle part of the room. And from here, it seems to be targeting. So in this case, it's looking at Varn. Sigh of relief. All right.
These things are psionic, aren't they? Psionic or no? I can't remember.
Yeah, they are. In this case, what is the damage attack? Okay, I think that's what I missed. You guys, so you guys who were stunned, it's going to try to target the ones that weren't, but it's never mind. It's gonna target Varn here, and it is just taking a swing at him with claws. Not the best rolls, but what's Varn's AC?
AC surprised is 5. Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
7?
No.
Let me see what he has.
Eiko.
Oh, he's leather armor. And
Leather's 8. Minus dex. Minus shield.
his dex gives him a -1. So he has 7. I don't know why
yeah,
it says, yeah. I'll
it'd
fix
be
it to
8.
7.
-1 for dex. -1 for shield. Right?
Oh yeah, and shield. Does he have a shield, Varn?
I don't really recall. I don't know if you guys have.
Okay. AC
At this
7.
point, when I handed him over, like if you want to say he has one or whatever, like that's up to you all to supply him. I think when you first got him, he was completely unequipped, so
Right.
it's really more a matter of what hand-me-downs you've given him. So
Yeah, if we had a shield, I would have given it to him, but.
yeah, that's fair. He can have a shield. I don't have
Okay,
a
so
problem
then
with that.
it
Yeah.
is 6 then, so you had it right.
Okay.
6.
So he does take 10 points of damage. I did just map his HP, so he should be good on capturing that. All right. It is that is his move, and Kurza is going to lose another one of these stuns.
Woohoo!
He's down to 3. Sereni though can go.
Well, let's see. I guess she can move up to here, and she'll use a little cup to pick up the sand, from the ground without touching it. And throw this magical sand at the critter just to see what it does.
So she's trying to reach down, grab the sand, and throw it at the critter, like to just like hit
like
it
you would,
at all.
Yeah, just
Okay, all right.
doesn't have, not trying to injure it, but just make sure it comes into contact with a cup of sand.
Okay, all right. I guess let's do a dex check to see how much sand you can grab, scoop, and throw without it falling through your fingers, and then you can we'll go through the rest
Well, it's
of it.
not through her fingers. That's the thing. It's she's using the cup.
Oh, the cup. Okay,
The
I'm sorry.
scoop.
Through the scooper then. So this is just more a matter of like how much you actually scoop up into the cup. You're able to get maybe a little bit in there, but it's like a thin layer now because it's spilled out on the floor. It's not like a pile of sand or anything. So, you probably got a little bit in there, and you're welcome to try to you can just do a d20 to try to splash it on the Devourer.
Oh, dang.
There you go. So you got like the perfect like shot squirt of this thing, basically amount, and got it right to spray onto the Devourer. Let's see.
It doesn't have eyes, does it?
No,
Doesn't have eyes,
no,
right?
no. While I'm kind of
just
looking,
curious what it'll do, if anything.
yeah, I need to kind of look at the effect here real quick.
Because she has no other way to attack it, really, without getting mauled in one round.
And you rolled a nat 20? Wow.
I did.
Your third one of the night.
Yeah, the other two were all failures, but this nat 20 works. And the two critical one failures were, I'm hitting both ends of the dice, but nothing in between. I only get ones or 20s. Nothing.
Let's see. So in this
And
case,
always
we
a bad time.
are going to do a d6 roll, please, Kurza or Chris. Yeah. And you got a 5. The Devourer disappears.
Okay, that's cool. Maybe.
Shaujr, you're up.
What in the 9 hells? I'm gonna think it just turned invisible or something. So I'm gonna try blind
Let's
fighting.
do
I'm gonna try and hit it, as if it was there. So should I roll? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you just attack it as if it were there. Like use your blind fighting.
It'll be a -2.
That's right on the money. I mean, that would hit it. You can roll.
Does it connect with something?
Well, actually, no. You feel like you do feel like it swings right through the space. Like,
Okay.
you're expecting it to contact or strike, and it just swings through with ease, as if it's not in the space. Varn.
He's gonna be like, "Are you okay?" And if he says he's okay, then he's gonna run and check on the next closest
Good.
person over here.
All right. So he's going to cross the room and checking
Gonna
on
shake him
Kurza.
or-
Yeah, you could. I mean, let's see. I think if you want to take an action because you haven't used an action here, you could attempt to affect him. Give me a second.
Come on, snap out of it.
Let's see. So with him,
Stop!
We need you, wizard. We need you, Kurza. This definitely seems like your domain.
I think in order to make the roll, though,
Is that you?
you can do a saver spell again here, Kurza. Basically, you're
Save
gonna.
the spell?
Yeah, you're gonna get a saving throw against
Second
the spell.
chance.
Yep.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Fails. Fails.
Well, at least it's not a critical fail.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's better than last time. Okay, so the unfortunate part of this though is you will be stunned further from the fail. So you will roll another d4 here.
Oh, fun.
Roll low. There you go.
Oh, well,
All right, you did pick up an extra round of stunning, unfortunately, but it's actually Bart next. So Bart loses 1 as well here. So you're down to 1 more after this, I believe. Or
Is
yeah,
he like
1 more. after
immobable
this.
stunned, or is he like mumbling, trying to figure out what spell he was casting? Because he's just bewildered in the corner.
Yeah, you're not paralyzed. Yeah, to your point, like you're just completely out of it at the moment. You can't collect your thoughts, and you can't react in your normal self. But the cloud for you is lifting. You've got one more round after this. Nod, you are next. What are you thinking, Brandon?
That's a good question. I guess I will try to do the same thing, kind of come over here and try to shake
Okay.
Kurza out of his stupor.
Kurza, you can take another save versus spell here.
I say, wee, Sparky.
All right. In this case, Kurza, you can remove 1d4 of your stun effect. So roll high. There we go. All right.
Oh,
Sweet.
Out of the woods. Out of the woods. All right. Good job there. Griff is next.
I check the area just to see if there's any signs of footprints or anything like that moving around. And
Sure.
close
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah, if you want to do like a wisdom check or whatever your tracking ability proficiency check is. It looks like it just disappeared.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Looks like it just
Close the
disappeared.
door.
Okay.
is
Yeah.
it farther back in time or farther forward in time? Who knows?
So as you close the door and latch it, the Devourer reappears. And standing in the same position that he was when he was splashed, looking in the exact same posture that it was in the moment that it was splashed, but not looking too happy about it. And either, I guess it probably, I shouldn't say that. It's expressionless, right? So it does, though, come straight at Sereni upon returning, and is going to take an attack on Sereni here. So let's see.
Bummer. Does she have modifiers?
What is her
9.
AC? Okay. All right.
This is the last thing she ever does.
Yeah, in her case, let's see. It does hit, and it will deal. Geez, let's see. It's actually 9 points of damage, and she needs to make a savings throw versus death magic.
Well, she's basically dead anyways.
So she fails her.
Yeah, but she's got 0
check.
hit points left anyways.
She's already at 0. She was at 0 from the 9
points.
Okay, so she was floored before that. So the second part of this won't necessarily apply for the moment. She's just unconscious. But I'll put her a token marker on her. She is down and out. All right, Kurza, you are next to act.
Could she have ducked by touching the sand?
Oh, it'll haunt her until she comes back. It'll haunt her. What would you like to do? You're next.
Oh, B?
Yeah, you're next. Yep. Kurza's able to act this turn for the first time.
Pretty straightforward. Then let's do a magic missile. See if it looks good in purple.
All right. Full
points
throttle
again.
magic missile on this thing.
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, you see as if it appears as if it does affect it. So it definitely is turning in your direction now. Let's see. So Sereni is unconscious right now. I don't think there's any checks in this game for her. The injury would not be anything that's like bleeding or has persistent damage. So I think she's just down for the count. So Shaujr is next.
In this round, they'll get 2 axe attacks. 3 every 2, right?
Yeah, it'd be 2. Yeah, 1 then 2.
Unless his disappearing like interrupted that. But
Well, apparently, the sand moves forward in time.
first one, I'm gonna guess is a miss.
Yeah. Both of these, unfortunately, will miss.
That's a miss. And can I try to shield punch? That's the offhand.
That was strike.
And that connects. That's 1d3 for small medium.
So it seems like the weapon just doesn't do much to it beyond just touch it. It doesn't seem like it takes the normal damage from that attack, just to be clear on that. So Varn would be next, I believe.
Varn, I guess would
He'll miss.
right.
He needs to be. We need to get some boosts for your hirelings. This is more than you expected to ask of them. This is like you've
Sure.
taken them in way over their head. So like the fact he's like standing here and swinging at this thing, he'll probably go up a level just from this battle. I do have the NPC XP to add to the thing, so going forward I'll have that inserted. I have them in my list. Didn't include it this time, but I'm tracking their XP as well. All right, Bart is finally out of the woods. You'll get to act next turn for the first time.
Shaking it off. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
kind of assessing the situation. It looks a lot like it did when you nodded off, but it's actually Nod's turn now.
Seeing that the Intellect Devourer has returned, Nod will once again attempt to attack it with his longsword bloodthirster.
And let's see. Yeah, it hits it.
Small, medium, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's tiny, I guess is what they call it. Yeah, it's smaller than a gnome. So, all right. So you've hit it. Let me just see. So what is your plus? What's the enchantment on the bloodthirster?
+2.
+2. So you feel as if it does not take damage from your strike. However, you struck it solid. So
Whoa.
it's a little concerning. Griff.
I've seen Bloodthirster do some damage, so I'm shocked. I'm like,
Yeah, it was like a perfect
God.
swing, perfect strike, like right on, and then seemed to just glance off of it for whatever reason, did not affect it.
Does this thing regenerate?
I don't know that you would know that.
I yelled that out. Does this thing regenerate?
I sure as hell hope it doesn't regenerate.
Does anybody know? Any characters?
If you want to do like an intelligence check or something, I don't know if you have if there's a proficiency that applies to unnatural creatures and things like that, but
Knowing their properties.
lore, or I don't know what it would be, but if you want to try to do like a wisdom check or an intelligence check, I'll accept whatever roll you want to make, and I'll give a modifier.
Anybody?
No,
Yelling this
I don't
out.
see my characters having any chance of knowing.
Yeah,
I guess
it
as Bart's
seems
coming out
unlikely.
of his Bart's coming out of his stupor, as he had observed the fact that it looks like blows are landing but not affecting the creature. Is that something he's?
I think so. At this point, that would
Aware
be.
of, or-
It might be. It might not be the most evident thing to everybody, but for you, Bart, since you just kind of snapped out of it and have seen multiple strikes hit it and seem to glance off of it, yeah, it's fair to assume. I don't have a problem with your characters seeing that
Magic
or
missile
suspecting that. Yeah, definitely. You saw the reaction to the magic.
Which was sorry, which was
It seemed as if it was struck and affected by the magic missiles. So magic seemed
Right.
to affect it, but so far the steel has not so far. You need a +3 in a magical weapon to hit
Okay,
this creature. So
I
if
have
you
a sword that's +3 against regenerating creatures. I'm just trying to find out if anybody knows if it's.
I think there's only one way to find out at this point. If you want to swing it,
Alright.
it's worth swinging it.
natural regeneration, right? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I like it. All right, so you made your check. I'm just gonna double check this. So I think if this is right, I don't see anywhere that it is. If someone reads it differently, I don't see anywhere that it is regenerative. On the monster manual, entry for this, it's usually they put the regeneration in the combat area or whatever, but I mean I don't see it's like.
Or yeah, it's either there and they're in special defenses, but
Yeah, in this instance, I'm not playing it as such, so it's not clear that it would be, so I don't assume it is.
I'm gonna
So-
step up and just whack at it anyway because I don't know any better.
And that would strike it for sure. I mean, that would hit. Both of them would hit.
Do I need to roll damage?
No, you really don't have to bother because I've already let the cat out of the bag that it's not going to hit.
Okay.
But okay, so
And so
mhm.
I kind of glance off of it twice with a +2 weapon and a +1 weapon, and I guess I'll yell out to everyone. I don't think our weapons will hurt it.
All right, it now turns as it too hears that, or here's your thoughts, and it actually turns towards you, Kurza, in your direction, and is seeming to send some magic your way. So I need you to make a save spell, please.
Let's see.
Feels a lot like it's trying to stun you again. I'm gonna be real with you. I think in this case, it's going to.
Spell.
Yeah, I think the beam here would hit Nod and Varn as well, so it's going to be
Oh,
the
well,
three
hey,
of you.
I failed again.
All right, so you're going to get a roll a 1, right? Okay. All right, so you're stunned for 2 more rounds now. Seems to be singling you out by this action, but its beam would hit Nod and Varn, so both of you please roll save or spell, or you will be stunned. Fail, fail. Okay. So yeah, you guys both can do a D4, and we'll mark you.
Anybody going to fight me on re-rolling that with a fortune?
Do
What's
it,
that?
but I'll let Varn be stunned.
Oh, Shaujr. Okay, Shaujr got a 4 here. So.
Oh yeah.
No, it was Varn though, right? It was.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is Varn. Yeah, I was like, wow. Yeah, you're right. You told me that. Okay. So. All right. So I'll remove this. Oops. Yeah, and the astonishing fortune was successful, and we have only Varn joining Kurza in the stun stat. So, Kurza, you will lose one of them. You got one more after this, and then Sereni can go. Or actually, no, Sereni can't go. Sereni is down. Shaujr.
He's gonna step back 5 feet, and I'm gonna try and lasso this thing's feet, like its legs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna kind of get low. I'm gonna crouch, and I haven't done that yet. So it's like a called shot. If you want me to copy it into the thing, but we can just see if it hits.
You're good.
First.
Yeah, you might as well just roll first, and we'll.
Yeah. So a called shot is -4, so I'll put that into the.
Okay, so in this case, that will miss, and just kind of land somewhere in between there.
Mm-hmm.
What about Varn? He's gonna lose
stunned.
one of his. Okay. So 3, and Bart finally gets to do something.
Bart's like shaking his head a little bit and looking around. Like it seems like the whole room is flailing and or just standing around. He's gonna try and call upon Lyra and channel his energy to tell this thing to leave and go home to its master.
Okay. All right. So leave and go home to your master is the dictation. Let me just see here.
Unless it's immune to charm stuff, which would be
that's
unfortunate.
Let's see. It's not necessarily well. I mean, I think charm is a mind effect, but it's. I don't think it's. I don't know if you would classify it as a mind effect. Let's see. Is charm affect these things? Because it's not necessarily like okay, yeah, okay, no, it does not affect it, unfortunately. Well, actually, hang on a second. Okay, no, it does not. It does not. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, so you feel like it's got some type of immunity and protection to anything that would affect its mind. Trying to trick it into thinking or deceiving it is not going to work on it for whatever reason. It's falls on deaf ears because it has no ears. Nod, you're next.
Nod is going to pull out. It is a magical longsword from Madar in Malek's tower, and have fire damage with a question mark by it. So I know it's some kind of magical sword that deals fire damage. So I'm going to attempt to attack this thing with that thing.
So this is the Madar sword. Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure what it is. I can give you a just normal proficiency check, and then you can put the bonuses on from there.
Yeah, that'll work.
With negative.
Okay, so that would strike, and we are, let's see, small. So it looks, I guess this would be a longsword. Okay, yeah. So for the longsword,
That is with a +1 damage modifier from the longsword +1 that I have. So you might want to -1 or add 2 or whatever.
I got you. Okay. How about give me a percentile check, please? Okay, let's see. And one more, please. Okay. All right. You do swing this at the creature, and you see it react as if it has been struck. It, for the first time, is now spewing some fluid on the ground as it's been slashed by the sword.
Haha, guard!
All right. So it's Griff next.
I'll move back toward the door.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to do while you're at the door?
I want to switch and start taking out a torch.
Okay, sure. All right, so you're able to do that, and I think that's the end of that round. We are back to this creature. He is going to look at Nod straight on here and take an attack towards you. So he is going to hit AC. Let's see. Ooh, I think he's gonna miss AC 6.
That is close.
All right. Kurza loses his last stun and can act next round. Sereni is still down. Shaujr. Yeah, sorry. You're next.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna try that again.
Just the same roll.
Yeah.
That rope, you just haven't had enough practice with that rope lately.
Yeah, clearly.
All right, so Varn is going to shake off one of these, and Bart is next.
Ooh. So, I think Bart is gonna draw out his Mace of Spell Warding and move next to Shaujr and hold it out and say, "Are you willing to use this against our foe?"
He's handing you his mace and asking you to smack the foe because you're probably better at swinging a mace in general.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea.
Okay.
I'm
It's a holy mace.
It's a magical weapon, so yeah.
Spiritual hammer.
I know your aversion
That's
to
a
magic,
fair
Yeah.
suggestion.
It's like magic loot, right? It's not like a religious mace. or
No.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
think
so I'm
this
not
I don't know if you
having
can you
Not
okay.
having it. Sorry. Yeah.
I think in that I don't know if he's got enough motion left to actually try and swing it himself or not, but if
Yeah,
Shaujr
yeah,
has,
that's sort of just half your movement type of thing to try to hand it off.
Sure.
So you could still cast or attack with.
What about spiritual hammer?
I'm plumb out of second level spells,
Oh,
unfortunately.
like
I don't think
I
they
could
get
see
+3 either.
I could see Griff standing at the door like drop the hammer, and Bart's like I'm out of them.
I think the thing with this mace too is I can swing it, but it's gonna need to power up somehow, like absorb or gain the attention of this thing to suck up some spell power to get enough bonuses to hit it. But I guess we'll take a swing at it. So Bart'll, I guess I have you can't see, but Bart's frowning a little bit and just perhaps steps past Shaujr and awkwardly flails at it.
Yeah, I mean, Bart, you should have a +2 to your savings throws from that mace.
Oh, okay.
Your savings throws versus spell. You have a +2 to all because of that mace. So I don't know if that would have
Oh,
affected
fun.
this particular instance, but that's worth mentioning that you should have that.
I think I failed pretty hard, so I don't think it would
Okay.
change anything. But I guess just swinging the mace itself, AC 2.
Yeah, it definitely hits. Again, right on. It's not the most difficult thing to aim at, but in this case, it does not seem to cause the damage.
Right.
I hit it with a +2 sword and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, he just hit it with his mace, which, if you charge it up a little bit, it could do some different things. But right now, it's just been kind of idle. I think that brings up.
Is there something like can I cast stuff into it myself, or do I have to wait to be?
Yeah, you can. You can definitely do that. Yeah, like any. I don't think it has to be targeted at you as of, I think it's just a matter of being in the direction of the spell. But that's something, we should look into. All right, so I think Nod is next. This guy's still upright.
Yeah, no, it seems like this new sword is doing more than the other one, so he's gonna give it another swing.
That's a solid hit.
It's again the +1 from the long sword.
All right, so got it. All right, yeah. Again, it winces. This time it seems kind of delicate, and so these hits are pretty huge. Actually, it does not look nearly as sturdy as it did a moment ago. You are definitely having an effect on this thing. Griff is next.
Try to light it.
All right, yeah. That's I don't know. I guess in the midst of combat, maybe make a dex check just to see if you're able to pull it off with everything going on, distracting you. All right, no worries. You got it lit. All right.
Can I do anything else?
Yeah, you can move. I'd say if you want to throw it at it, or if like getting up close to it at this point might be difficult given the hourglass in the way and your party members in the way, but you could maybe throw it at it.
No, I'll just get close and start trying to wave it out.
Yeah, that would be the best spot. If you went where Sereni was, you could probably,
stand over that body.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I think if there's nothing else, then I think the Devourer is back up, and it is again looking at or standing in a direction where it would be looking at Nod, and it's going to take in another attack here, and this time it's going to miss horribly. Oh wait, that's not even the right roll. Damn it! I was hoping that was the roll, but once again it's gonna miss because that's AC. Or no, I'm sorry. This hits AC 4. You said you were AC 4. Okay, so all right, so you're gonna take the 44, 12 points of damage, and then a save versus death magic, please. It's not instant death though. Shucks. All right, I know there's something else you want to probably do here.
Probably fortune.
Silence is acceptance in this case.
Yeah, go.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
You're the only one doing damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you're kind of vital here, and which is exactly why it's targeting you. Oh. Okay, so it has devoured your intellect, and your intelligence will temporarily fall to 0.
My.
Damn.
So you will be essentially unable to act as a result of that. All right.
Staring into this.
It then would be Kurza next, as you all would see. Nod kind of again get struck and then look at not stunned. He looks like completely just vacant. Go
Magic
ahead.
missile. I know it works, so let's do some damage.
Yep.
12 more points.
Nice.
1 second.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
1 second here. Let's see.
Kill, maim, destroy. Before it does that to us.
I'm just double checking the impact of the last action it took. 1 second. Okay. It falls dead to the ground.
Hot damn! Finally!
I'm going to turn off the turn order. Take a breath.
Oof. Holy mackerel!
You are, you are on the right side of this one, fortunately.
Barely.
Barely, yes, absolutely barely. But, all right, so this is our aftermath. You've got your body of your Intellect Devourer there. If you want to, I mean, we can shake off Varn's effect here. He would not be stunned any longer. So it's really Nod and Sereni that are probably needing the attention
So,
of the party.
potion of healing for Sereni. What's that do? 1d8 plus 1, is it?
Yeah, 1d8 plus 1.
Before you do that, Bart, do you have any first level?
I do, yeah. If Kurza, if you let me
Yeah, let's
kind
do that.
of swoop in.
Save your-
I've got a cure light that I can pop off here.
Works for me.
May as well.
Okay, she's up to
It's a little
3.
bit.
Nod's just bleeding out of his
She's
chest
up.
cavity and staring glassy-eyed.
Yeah,
Man,
what's going on with Nod?
The
Check
worst part is Nod didn't even get to see the finish of the fight. He's lost in his mind here.
He's checked out.
Yeah. So let's see.
I don't think I have anything that helps like cure any mental ailments.
All right. So yeah, for Nod, like right now, he just kind of looks catatonic, and it killing the Devourer didn't seem to change anything for Nod here. He's just not looking like he can function, and I don't even know how this would appear to you, if anyone has. If not, if you have a thought of what zero intelligence even would look like. I have it basically says it's like a blank stare beyond like stunned, where you're trying to get your wits.
I know, like, animals, for example, have intelligence of 3.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not even making sounds. I'm just staring blankly at nothing.
You're like an insect more
Moving
than
a
a
little bit, maybe.
one level below insect now. Yeah, like just a blank stare, breathing, but their mind is gone.
Not breathing, exactly.
Yeah. So that is the aftermath, unfortunately, where we currently stand. The store should be closed. There we go.
What do you say we take some more of this sand and we throw it at the intact hourglasses just to see what happens?
Sure.
Okay, I'll gather up some sand in a cup using one of my daggers and a metal cup, and just fling it at
The one you hit,
say
maybe?
this one over here.
Oh, that one over there.
Yeah, we'll fling the sand at that one over there.
What are we doing here? Are we really scooping sand? Are we playing in the sandbox?
Hang
Um,
on to something.
I thought we were like snapping our fingers in front of Nod to see if he was
Yeah, so
gonna
I'm
come out
gonna.
of this.
Yeah, I mean he's basically
Yeah.
catatonic here. I mean,
Yeah, is there
So, I'll
something
let
you
you-
can do?
I was gonna say, does anybody? I yelled it out before, but does anybody know anything about this thing? What is it? Does it do? How do we combat?
Yeah,
it?
that's great question. I think you all could do, unless you had like maybe an underground survival. Does anyone have underground survival?
Yes.
Shaujr's like, I got this. I
Go
got
ahead.
this. Everybody step back. Step back. Nope, no.
You could do that. You could do a check for that.
I put some whiskey in it, and not.
He can't even drink the whiskey. He's just flows right out. He's just, there's something majorly wrong here, guys.
He's really gone. He's just gone.
Like holding a coin in
Let's
front of
just
him and he
slap
doesn't
once
reach
across
for
the
it.
face.
But for Griff's inquiring about this creature. Griff, you would know that these creatures are much more prominent in the Underdark and subterranean environments. It's unusual to you that it would be inside of this tower right now. It's definitely different than the things you encountered when you were here before as well. And it makes you suspect that maybe there's been something that's opened up that's allowed this thing here If not, it must have been brought here. So those might be some of the conclusions you can draw from observing it.
All right,
is this some
I
kind
share
of
that
demon?
with the party, but I still
No,
don't know
not a demon.
what. Yeah, I still don't know what the effect is. What did it do to Nod? All we know is Nod just went
Yeah,
catatonic.
You would know or suspect, I think, based on the reaction from seeing others that were stunned and now seeing Nod, that it's definitely done something to his mind that's vacated his ability to think and react, and so he's just definitely, unfortunately, seeming far away, like you can't get to him when you're trying to talk to him. I'm not gonna make him like a this icon, but I'm gonna kind of move him as, I'll put him as the snail here. So
I'll help beat his weapons. And can I lead him? Will he follow if I like hold his arm and lead him? Can he walk?
I don't know if it's, let's see, what's the actual
You're muted, Molly. See, sorry.
Oh, I think he's too heavy for us to move otherwise, right?
Right. I mean, I'm assuming I would
I might-
move with food, right? Everything eats. So even
He's-
having 0 intelligence, if you weigh some food in front of me or something, I figure that would be enough to make me,
Good,
in
James.
theory, right?
No, I mean,
Everybody- a
it's-
slime with 0 knows how to.
Yeah, I think it's like a vegetative state is really the best way to put it. It's a vegetative state. It's a zero
So-
response, nobody home, lights out
So,
condition.
So if I, but
so if we
can
move,
I make-
the only way to move him is going to be to put him onto a blanket and drag the
Can I-
blanket.
yeah, is he? Can I make him walk?
What's your weight? What's your weight,
Oh.
Nog? I know you're a big boy.
Let's see. I
7
was
foot tall.
born Just my weight, not his weight,
Wow.
but
How much?
Wow.
492.
Wow.
Does he lay down or what?
Yeah, he's probably like just slowly slumps over and is like in mainly a coma almost. That would be the
Currently carrying
yeah.
69 pounds.
I might be able to carry him, but I mean, we can fashion something to drag him back. I want to get to a secure place, so
Yeah, that's a good idea.
so we can
Fall back.
figure out what's wrong with him. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to get back down to the first level, I think, unless we're okay with either 12 or 13.
Well, I've
We
got
may
the
have to
rope,
do 12
and
or
I have
13.
rope use. Like, so can I like, yeah, you know.
Because getting him down
Fasten him?
past the other magical wards, it's going to set off every one of them then on our way down and back up again.
Then
So we might have to stick with just 12 or 13.
all right.
So I think something is in the pod off to the. We locked something in there.
Yeah, we locked that door,
So
and we blocked ourselves in here last time
yeah,
Oh, okay.
before I left. So we would have
12.
to go out here, back around to here, and then into.
there.
This was this is where all the notes were. It's kind of like a library kind of thing. And then this was like more of a lab.
Yeah, there's a lot of experimentation going on in 12 and 13. So if you're looking to head that way, is that the party consensus?
Yeah.
Or are you
Yeah.
other ideas?
Yeah, so if you wanna tie like a bowline around up under his arms
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
a rope, I can probably pull him.
We could do it together probably.
Yeah, but we want somebody to be armed and ready to fight just in case.
Okay.
So
If you
Um,
can do it.
What is your strength, Griff?
1864.
Oh yeah, you're pretty strong.
Yeah, I think you could do it. I don't know what the actual, what does it say what your weight capacity is on your or carrying capacity? It says
It has a weight allowance and then a max press. The weight allowance is 160 and the max press is 305. But I don't know what those mean.
okay, it says
Yes.
that 255 is what I think it cuts off at.
mean, if you
If
can
we're not
press-
actually trying to.
So you would need
drag
2 Griffs to carry 1 Nod if I'm reading that right. I'm double checking.
Carry him, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't want to carry him. We just
just
want to
wanna-
drag
You want to
him.
drag them.
Drag it.
All right, so now we need to
Takes
do
a
some.
lot less
We need to
effort.
do some, physics math on dragging a body. But I mean, I think you could drag them for sure. It's just gonna be slow. It's gonna be
And
slow.
if we have
like,
to, yeah, 2 of us can do it. Maybe Varn can help me.
Well,
Yeah,
why I
yeah,
said
that's
put
true.
A blanket under him, so it'll be just kind of.
If you got 2 people trying to pull him, it's gonna be. You can move a little more normally doing that.
Either that or Shaujr, if you and Varn want to drag him, and then I can scout ahead. However you want to do it.
No, you're the strongest. Shaujr is actually weakened from the shadow. He's only at 13. Varn
Oh.
has a 16. So you and
Okay.
Varn can work
Okay.
on dragging him, and Shaujr will, go ahead with his act, make sure it's clear.
Okay, so
right.
Shaujr will start. Is that right? Okay. Okay, so I'll move you into the hall first, Shaujr. If you want to do a wisdom check.
Okay.
What do we want to do with the body of this thing? Do we burn it or what? I mean, I don't know what.
Who had
What happens to it.
who had a torch lit already? Maybe we just
Yeah, I did.
set it on fire as we leave.
Yeah, kill it with fire always.
All right, I'll burn it. Or try to.
Burn the corpse.
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, it doesn't dissolve or anything crazy. It just stays dead. So you would go ahead and douse it with something, I guess, try to get it burning.
A little oil. Yeah.
Okay. And Shaujr, you step into the hallway. You hear to the west. You kind of hear down that hallway what sounds like some movement. Not anything getting closer.
Sound,
but,
sound of this thing.
No, like more like maybe like a door that's opened or closed
Okay.
in this direction here.
I'm like, come on, hurry it up. I hear something.
It wasn't real loud or banging. You don't hear any footsteps following it, but you felt like there was something there. Griff's attempt to track doesn't yield any. I'll move you guys out into the hallway then, if you're all filing out, I assume. And Nod is with Varn and Griff, right, like that. So they're gonna pull him. Okay.
I guess I would be on that side if that's where I heard something.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay,
I
sure,
got a track
yeah.
and
We're
roll.
going the other way.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the direction you heard what it sounded like maybe a door closing or something. All right. So is the plan still to head towards the 12-13 east? Okay, so opposite way. And Shaujr, are you leading the way that way, or are you just watching the back while everyone else heads that way?
What do you think?
Who's in front? Who's in back? Kind of.
Yeah. Does someone want
I'll
to
Bruce,
go
stay
ahead?
to
can
the
you
middle.
scout? Yeah, let's just keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Then
Okay.
I'll scout ahead.
All right. Yeah, so you can come all the way around the corner here, Shaujr, and do another.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Critical fail.
Critical fail. Yeah, so I think it's almost like maybe you are still thinking about the other what's going on over there. Nothing really stands out to you as you
Yeah.
continue.
wanted
It's all
to play
clear,
that
guys.
game.
Come on down.
It's looking good. Right? So you can make it to the door. I believe you guys closed this when you left here, so it's closed at the moment as you left it. All right, he's opening it, going in, and getting which way are you going to go here, 12 or 13? This is all clear,
Okay.
so you're able to make it through to here. I can move you into the hallway if you get stuck. So you're going for 12?
Yeah, I think was it
Yeah.
12, Tim? Yeah.
It was one of those two from what I remember last time. I don't remember.
All right, let's see.
We
So
camped in.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah,
two.
wherever we camped that one time.
There's a door there, and a door there.
And we think he's kind of like stuck in the middle, right? That suit of
The
armor
bad
guy?
guy is in here somewhere.
Like they're bound to it or something, maybe. Because it
All
seems odd that it didn't come after us while we were fighting the Intellect Devourer.
all right, so this is actually the armory. So there were I think you had already scoured this area. There were some coral forged weapons and some gear that you'd gone through. The room 13 is the laboratory. So that was where you had like the
Where we
small
stayed.
cage with the imp.
Oh, that's where we overnighted. I
That's
think, and
13.
Yeah.
Oh,
was,
okay.
13 then.
It's Friday the 13th, so that fits.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're gonna go into 13, not 12, right?
Yeah.
You would be backtracking, not just okay. So yeah, so you get yourselves back in here. You might see the imp, kind of like stir as you walk in. Once again, it's sitting in that cage in the corner, kind of looking at you, and probably like maybe even sees you drag your friend in, and starts to like maybe starts to giggle a little bit as it sees that you guys are having a tough go of it.
So, Jamie, when I was out here, I did a tracking check just to see if there were any other tracks around the door.
Oh, on the outer hallway or in the inner
out
hall?
here.
Outer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So there's no new tracks since you all went through this before,
Okay.
but you do see that it seems like there are older tracks that went in both directions.
Nothing new. Yeah,
But
we were
nothing
about to
new
wipe it out with
stands out.
a giant
Clean it up.
sweeper.
Yeah, just kind of maybe like a cloth just to kind of like set a new
Well,
new
we're using a
surface.
minotaur.
Yeah, that's true. You mopping the floor with the Minotaur. Okay, so you are back in the lab. Yeah, I think the lab was 13, so 313 is it? I believe this one. This was
Didn't
our.
we do something to that imp the last time we were here? I thought he got out, or we had to kill him off or something.
Does anyone remember that? That's a great question, man. I don't know that I
Did you
remember
talk to
that.
it?
I don't know that
Oh
we
yeah,
let
we
him
talked to
out.
it for a while,
Yeah.
and then I think
We did talk to it and fight it. It was like an impish creature, I want to say.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember that.
I don't think there was any battle against it. I think you guys fought you fought the Death Knight, right? You fought that, but I don't
Yeah.
think
We
you fought the
think
shadow on the
Death Knight, I thought, was
stairs.
the reason we had to camp in there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because that was the big battle.
Well, I want to say it's like I remember like you mentioning once we killed it that because we killed it something new, right? That's why the Death Knight came there. Because we attacked it and killed it, and that's triggered their attention.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
that could be. I'd have to go, I actually have to go back and edit that session anyway, so I'll double check it. But
Like
for the time
6 months
being,
ago.
there is an imp in the cage.
Okay.
It's been hit with that sand. It came forward in time for a little bit.
Speaking of jogging our memories, can you refresh
Yeah.
my mind on the coral weapons? Because I don't remember that. And yeah, just what kind of weapons are there?
It was
in that
the room 12 had there's old Seychelles era weaponry and armor. None of it was in
Was bad.
particularly great condition. A lot of it had been picked through, but you guys I think had searched through and found one or two things if I remember, but that's all I recall there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, maybe valuable to a collector, right? Or a historian,
Well, I mean,
but
I'm
not as
I'm
weapons.
guessing, do you guys want to go in there and look through it again, or are you just trying to remember what you did, that type of thing? But I don't have any list of things that you guys got from it.
Okay.
So I don't know if your loot reflects things that you found in the tower, but
Does anyone else remember? I think I might have missed that one.
yeah, I don't know why that particular session is just like eluding all of us. Like we all have a different memory of what happened. And it's the one session, remember too, like we've played it twice now, so it's like it's just odd, but I'm going to be editing putting the final touches on all that and posting all that. So I'll double check this whole imp scenario and the armory, but you're welcome to go back and dig around and any of that. I don't think you did. Now that I'm looking at my notes, I don't believe you did do a deep dive into all of that, but we'll just
Maybe
go from
save
that.
for...
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have the life-sized Minotaur stone statue.
No.
Yeah, mostly we're taking care of Nod.
Well,
Tornak is
Tornuk's dead. He's just just I don't know. Did you put? I think you put his body in the
in the bag. And
in the bag.
pulled it out and used the scroll on him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we got him out of the stone state back alive. And then,
Yeah, and then he
So we
fell.
did like a gentle repose on him or something, and then stuff him in the bag.
Yeah.
Right, you did a gentle repose. That I
Let me
do. That's
modify this.
yeah. So you have him preserved for the time being in your bag. But yeah, so you guys are holed up in this room. I guess is the intent to rest here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
figure out what we got to do to get Nod back.
yeah, so let's go through the rest cycle here, and I'll just make a couple quick checks.
I'm good stopping here for the night.
I am too.
Yeah, we can stop here. I just want to set us up to get on to the other side of rest for the beginning of
Sure.
next session.
Yeah.
So in this case,
It's quite a spread.
it is a good spread. So this means results-wise, towards the morning hours, you all, whoever's on watch last, might notice that there sounds like movement in the tower up above, on the floor above you. Some loud type of noise, not necessarily like doors opening and closing, something louder. So that would be probably disturbing for some of you who are woken by that, but everybody does get the benefit of rest. So you all can apply your benefits of rest. Even Nod would get that. And then Nod, you'd also recover a point of strength. Although it doesn't do you a lot of good at the moment, it's still worth tracking. And
Really strong.
and Shaujr too. Yeah, Nod's really taken a beating like in this tower. It's been rough for Nod, and the rolls didn't help with the astonishing fortune didn't save us. What was that?
Intelligence is still 0?
Yeah, it's still 0. So what does I guess that might be the thing in the morning is you all take a look at one another, and particularly a closer look at Nod.
He's still
Any thoughts?
drooling?
Closing thoughts? Yeah, he's still vegetative coma, basically.
I want to try to tap anything I can think of in herbalism to like,
Oh, I like that. I like that.
smelling
Let's see.
salts or anything like.
Let's see, because you actually are in a place where you can source more downstairs. So I have a list. That's a really good idea. Let me look.
Are we trying to source?
Herbs. He's trying to source
yeah.
some type of herb to treat this. Let's see.
So we sourced a bunch of stuff before we came up here. That's the level we came in. We collected a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, you guys have samples of multiple types. Let's see.
I mean, does he appear to be magically affected by something? Is it like potentially we could dispel what
No.
has afflicted his mind? No.
Is it a
No.
curse?
Let's see. So there is a root that you know about, Griff, called mandrake. And it is a herb that would restore some mental recovery, enough potentially that he could somewhat move on his own. However, the mandrake, I don't know that you found the mandrake. I'm just double checking, see what you have. I think you're on your list, you don't have that. But that is a root that, it is a plant root that could be sourced from in subterranean. So that's one thing. Let's see. The other is if you get black lotus extract can also have a similar effect. I don't think those two things appeared in your current collection though. If do you have your
some
list?
iron root.
You have ironroot.
But
Let's see.
I don't know what iron root does.
Yeah, let's see. Double checking.
I have a book with flowers in it, but I don't know what the flowers do. They're all dried and flattened.
Titan
So-
flowers. I believe they were Titan flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the iron root is, let's see. I think the ironroot would have a similar effect to the mandrake root if you want to try it. You'll have to prepare it in a way that you could force it down on a vegetative creature.
Well, the drink, the swallow function is autonomous. It's not a.
Yeah,
The
but I mean,
body
you
would
just
be
have to get it to a point that you could pour it or make it.
So I do have my kit that I'm able to get blood from things. I guess I could use it in the reverse, right? Inject it.
Yeah, you could do that. I think either way, if you want, what I'm gonna roll here is you can take the root.
Okay.
You can use the root that you have and try to give this to Nod. I think what I'd like though is another herbalism check here on trying to prepare this in a way he can consume it. The first check was just to identify it. And if you're able to get it to a point that you could deliver it to him through that check, then that's a success. So yeah, you can administer this to Nod. Nod, you can take another savings throw here. Let's see. So it was death magic. So go ahead and do a death magic savings throw, please. You have 2 more fortune. Oh, on the money. Okay. Nod, you recover a point of intelligence.
One whole point.
You're awake, and you can actually, stand at least and follow a basic instruction. Not that you can respond, but you could be pulled now or walked in a certain direction without having to be dragged or carried. So that's good.
You put me on.
You know what? To make it more fun, Nod, how about you roll a d4 because you can't do any worse than 1. So let's see if maybe you recover a few more points. There you go.
Oh yeah,
There you go. You're moving up the ladder quick, man. You're moving through the grades like Billy Madison.
Here, that's like hinting on my thing. I'm like a
For
trained dog. Fight me smarter than a trained dog.
Yeah, so you're now like a pretty smart, responsive creature, and you're being treated like a dog all of a sudden. But
Here.
So I can infuse the mace
Grunts.
and then hand it to Nod and say smash.
yeah, like his vocabulary, would be maybe 50 words or something, and basic commands would be things he would understand. So he's functioning at this point to where you guys don't have to drag him. It's not as dire, but it will be difficult for him to function still. That would be noticeable that he's still in a state that he's not fully back to himself. But yeah, I mean,
We
you
need
could
to find
definitely
some-
continue with him and drag him along and at least kind of steer him towards things he can attack to a certain extent. There's certain things he'd be able to do and certain things he wouldn't. That's probably where we'll park it then, is here in the lab. I'll go back, like I said, and figure out. I'll try to fill in the blank and post it to. I'm trying to bring our tokens over, but I'll fill in the blanks about what happened when I go back and look at the recording, and we'll make sure that gets dovetailed into all of this. But you made it. I mean, you got here. Although you've taken some scratches, you've survived. So, well done. Good session. Thanks, guys, for playing.
Survive the itch, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It was awesome that you made it, Griff. It was like,
Yeah.
that was sweet timing. Really, again, as usual. I accused them of texting you and telling you when to pop in to be most dramatic. You're Sir Lancelot, for real. You're the Sir Lancelot of this group.
Right.
But,
Thanks everybody.
Yeah, thanks, y'all. We'll play next
awesome.
Friday
Good.
if everyone's
Thanks,
available.
Jimmy.
Thank you.
That tale was mostly true, and this one's mostly too. For the seer remembers you, but forgets the lies you knew. Oh, they say we're wanted in Procamper. They say our luck is running out. When you get lost in the Underdark, will anyone hear you shout? Do you ever stop and wonder what's beneath the sea of fallen stars?